Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I originally made a introduction, but I felt like it was really unnatural, so I'm just gonna do like a voiceover. Recently I've been just making these videos and they don't feel natural to me. I feel like I'm reading off a script. I am kind of new to this. I do get nervous when I'm outside with the big camera, so I ordered a GoPro and hopefully that will help. But for now I'm just gonna do this. So I wanted to show you around Osaka Station and Umeda. A lot of people come to Namba and Shinsaibashi when they come to Osaka, but Umeda is a really large place. So we're gonna start off with going to these two buildings, the Lucua buildings. But first we're gonna go to the Grand Front Osaka, and this mall is a pretty luxurious mall. There's a lot of stores in here, but you'll see mostly a lot of local things in here, a lot of local brands. They have things like North Face and Columbia, but there's a lot of Japanese brands. So as far as shopping goes, you're probably better off at Namba. They have better shopping selection. So on the 7th floor, there's a lot of options, but mostly it's Japanese food, a lot of meat. They have some ramen and noodle shops. The 8th floor has more foreign-friendly food. They had like a Louisiana jambalaya restaurant type deal. And then on the 9th floor, they have a beer garden. A lot of these restaurants, they'll have a really nice view because it is so high up. And so if you get like a window seat, it's a really good view. This is the top floor and they have a beer garden outside. But at this moment there wasn't that many people there. So we're gonna go to the other building, which it's connected to a bridge. This day was raining and it was really humid, but I wanted to come here because it was raining and I couldn't go anywhere else, and I thought this was a good place to go to due to the weather. The building next to the Grand Front Osaka, it is still the Grand Front Osaka, but in this building they have more home appliances and furniture, and there weren't that many stores in there. As you can see, there's not that many stores open. They had some stores like the Mercedes store where you can buy the Mercedes brand clothes and other things, and a Casio, not Casio, but a G-Shock store. So I wanted to check out some watches. They have a secondhand store that was really big next to Grand Front Osaka. So I wanted to check out some watches. There are many stores where you can find a lot of secondhand goods. Japan is really popular for secondhand products and they're in really good condition, and Japanese people really take good care of their things. This place was called Komoyo. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But once right when I got in, I didn't know where to go because it was all blocked off. So I went all the way to the top and they told me that I need to re-enter through the bottom on the side door. So I wasn't sure if I can film in there because a lot of times they won't let me. So I just secretly filmed with my camera. If the video is not that great, sorry. But in this store they had Rolex, Cartier, Panerai, Breitling, and Omega. I thought the watches were fairly priced because at the other stores they're usually expensive. Of course, I can't afford any of these watches, but I like to go and just check on the prices. So as soon as I got out, it started raining a lot. So I went back the way I came from because I wanted to show you guys the other buildings. There was this pie store that was really popular and there was a long line outside. I don't really see many restaurants that even offer pies, so I'm guessing this place was really delicious. I'm on my way back to Lucua buildings, and if you go to B1, there's all these restaurants down there and a market. I think this was made pretty recently in the past couple years, but they have a lot of good options down there. Oh, it was B2. So I'm just gonna take you around. Even if you don't eat anything, it's pretty cool just to check it out. So at this kitchen market, you can see that they have different types of food and you can just pick and then they'll weigh the food. So they have some sushi, they have some meats places like steak, they have an Italian restaurant, they had a bakery. This market wasn't really that special. They just had regular grocery stuff that they would have at the normal grocery stores. But on the other side, they do have like a foreign shop for foreign food. So that's where you can get like your snacks and stuff. And here they had the basil beef, like Thai food, some noodles, and some soup. Here they have beef. You can get your beef and then you can grill it, but it's pretty expensive. As you can see, you can get A5 meat, and this was like for 100 grams. I believe it was like $10, which is pretty expensive. 100 grams is very little. Right, it's $15 for 100 grams. That's not that much. But I mean, if you're coming here just to try it, I think it's pretty good. Oh, yeah, it's about $15-17. At this other restaurant, I've eaten here a lot of times. It's just like a meat place that you can get like a hamburger or steak. It's fairly priced. So they'll cook it for you, and it comes with vegetables. At this time, they had this awesome steak curry rice that looks really delicious. And then they have this fresh sushi store in the corner. At times they'll have like the when they cut the big tuna fish, they'll have that, and it's kind of like a big show. But at the time they didn't have that. But if you want some fresh sashimi, this place is really delicious. They're known for their tuna. So here you can get like individual rolls, or you can get a package. You can choose how many you want. I believe it was like $2 for one. Some of them were $1.50 for one. There's also a salad bar where you can make your own salad. They had some crepes here. The foreign store is right to my right over here. And then they have like an Italian restaurant, and then they have like a restaurant where you can get like wine, you can get pizza. And this is another foreign shop, and they have foreign beer here. So on this side is a huge market. You can pick and choose, and then there's like a dining area where you can just sit and eat your food. And then on this other side they have a Starbucks on the left, and then they have a bunch of restaurants. The thing about Japan is anywhere you go, you're always going to get good quality food. So any restaurant you go into, it's probably going to be delicious. In this same building, we're going to go all the way up to the top floor, which there are more restaurants. I didn't go into the other Lucua building because there's not much in there. There's a big cafe, and most of these stores are geared towards women. This floor that I go to is more geared to men, and there's this store called Atmos, and they usually have exclusive shoes only for Japan sometimes, but they usually have a lot of good selection of Nike. The one in Namba, they always sell out on all their shoes. So if you're looking for a shoe at Atmos, I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you go to Atmos, if you go to this one at this location, you're bound to get more of sizes. So we're at the top floor now, and they have a Thai restaurant that looks really delicious. They had this Korean restaurant that had a long line. It looked pretty good. Right now the cheese craze is going on in Korea, where they added cheese to just everything, and at this place they had that. They also have an awesome buffet called Platinum, and it has really good ratings. They also have a buffet with like organic vegetables, and I've eaten at a different location. It's pretty delicious. And so they have a bunch of other stuff here too, like curry. They have a Chinese restaurant. They also have a Wolfgang's. So if you like steak and if you're getting sick of Japanese food, you can come here. And if you go all the way to the top floor, there's a deck, an observation deck that you can go out. And there was a smoking section, so there were people smoking out there. But you have a really nice view of the area. So now I'm gonna go all the way back down. So this mall is connected to the station. If you're coming out of Osaka Station on the JR, it's going to be right in front. You can't miss it. In Umeda, there are two stations. There's the JR station and the Hankyu station. And then there's many other subway stations. It is probably the biggest station in Osaka. So I just finished going through all the buildings in this area. There's a whole nother area on the other side. It's rainy and it's really muggy and humid. So right now I'm probably going to make another separate video going to Yodobashi camera. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you look out for more videos. This is probably going to be a 3-4 part video. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.